Hello, my internet friends! Minnie is here with a weekly random podcast on television and other so-called interests. At first, I thought I might not be able to release this podcast because of my cold, but I'm managing just fine. Thank you to all the people who have been wishing me well in my health. Your words mean so much to me. Anyways, let's not get off track anymore. What happened this week? House was on Monday, American Idol was on Wednesday and Thursday, The Office was on Thursday as well, and I managed to watch a couple of other shows on Thursday because my mom was like, Minnie, you are sick. Lay there and watch television because television is mindless. Well, thank you Mindless Entertainment for making me lay down and not feel stressed about the world. This is of course taking into consideration that I don't watch the news on television. By the way, for those of you who don't know, American news is biased and extremely flawed, so either get your news online or from the right sources like The Daily Show. Well, thank you Minnie for forcing your opinions onto others. You're welcome. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, let's pick on House first. If you saw the commercials, House this week has to do with these two patients with a secret that can save them both. It's our typical family issue once again. The part that interests me more is the Chase side story. Did I ever mention that I'm a huge Chase Cameron fan? If not, now you know. Ever since their divorce, Chase is not doing any better. And well, him being in a threesome at a wedding is a big indicator of that this episode. I still like Chase. His character is imperfect, so it suits my writer's needs, but man, I would like some improvement from him for once. You can do it, Chase. I believe in you. As for American Idol, it has really done it with the sob stories this year. Every time you hear them play the dramatic and somewhat sad music in the background, you know it's coming, and that contestant will gain some ridiculous fan base right off the bat. Then whenever they play a silly background music, you know that person isn't going to make it. Ouch! Oh, American Idol, you guys are so obvious. I have to say though, my eyes kept widening during the Milwaukee auditions just because there were so many talented 15-year-olds this year. This is quite something because many other American Idol critics, including myself, believe that American Idol will be better if we make the age minimum higher, not lower. But oh no, thanks to Mr. Bieber, it is lower. With the trend set in Milwaukee, however, I admittedly want to take back my words. Maybe lowering the age is not such a bad idea after all. However, I will not completely take it back unless one of the last two standing is 15 or 16 by the time American Idol ends. 15-year-olds just don't have the mentality for competition in my opinion. And with how that one girl only sobbed during the audition round, I can say that it is somewhat true. She is going to be eaten up by the competition. Anyways, the best part out of this whole week though is when Steven sang the last few notes of Dream On. Priceless! I believe next week is drama week for Idol. Should I watch it or not, guys? We'll see how my schedule works out for that. Anyways, besides The Office, I watched some George Lopez, The Nanny, and Parks and Recreation. Parks and Recreation in particular interested me just because it reminds me of The Office in more than one way, and the characters seem to come off the screen really well. That and Karen from The Office is playing Nurse Anne in that particular show. Ooh, I just like her character. Anyways, I'll watch it again, and if I like it enough, I might just marathon it for fun. As for The Office, well, it's a seminar episode that really speaks lots about Andy's character. And I have to say, I do love some insight on Andy. He's been growing on me ever since he got the balls to dump Angela. But yeah, this episode he got the balls to say no to Dwight. Although credit should be given to Daryl for being insightful and a good bro buddy to Andy in general. Oscar proves once again in this episode that he is one of the few with a brain around here. And man, does he ever. I will never underestimate that man when it comes to Scrabble ever again. And what is with that ending? Does it mean that there's a chance of true happiness for Andy after all? About time! For this last part of my podcast, I'll talk about some random updates. If you haven't heard already, Yamapi's newest single is #1 on the Oricon charts this week. It's not much of a surprise, but I'll give it a solid 7.3 out of 10 on my grading scale. Very old school and very catchy. Another update I'd like to inform you of is Lunar New Year's coming up. And yes, I'm Asian if you can't tell. What else is there to say? Oh right, there's been some news about Glee. It's coming back, guys! I can't wait! Lastly on my agenda, some people and I might start posting videos on video games online. That's right, video games. I'm a girl who plays video games. Whoopie-doo! Look out for those in 2011. I love everyone and have a very nice weekend. Ta! Just do it. You know you want to.